I've just got a clear coat. This is the base coat. Almost done. A little silver on the mirrors, freshen it up, but looking good. Of me redoing my FJ, it's got about 120,000 miles on it. Everything was super brittle. I've been all over the states, in a lot of hot states. I've been in Arizona. I've been up to Montana for the winter with it, working, and Kentucky and Louisiana. So everything's super brittle on this thing. It's an 08, like I said. And I was actually going to mask, I was going to take the mirror off, and I just grabbed it from the outside, and the lens fell out. I think I had it loose. I did replace a bulb about a year ago, and it might have just wiggled loose, and I didn't have it snapped all the way in. Anyway, that kicked my ass, so I've had to buy one of those. I got that. I've got it all painted. I went ahead and painted it. I'm an auto body guy by trade. I've been painting for 30 plus years. The last 10 years have been basically body. Got out of the paint, but I went back to painting just to get this thing done. I wanted to do it. I love it, and I'm going to keep it. So I just got done paying it off as well. So I did have to get a few things. I got the, this was all dried up. I call it the, the grommet for the antenna. It's probably called something else, but that's what I call it, grommet. Got my belt moldings right and left for the front doors, and the rear doors right and left. The only thing I didn't paint on my FJ was the center of the roof. I did the side panels, and I did not paint the rear panel. So yeah, I did kind of a quickie on it, but I did it right. I didn't do a slack hack job. I just, I just did kind of a quickie just to freshen it up, basically, is what I'd call it. Had to get this. This was $145, probably the most expensive part I had to get other than the windshield. I did get a new windshield, but it comes painted and everything. It comes with all the moldings. The fasteners you can save that are on the car, they have 10 millimeters on the car that are still on it, and these snap into it. So pretty cool that it comes complete like that. See, it's pricey as hell, but it's painted and everything. So it'll match my sides, I'm sure. I got the, for the hood vent, that front panel, this is the new seal for that. Because I did take that off to paint the car. I wanted a fresh seal. I got I had to get one windshield squirter because it broke. Like I say, brittle as hell, but I did save one. I actually preheated them too with with a heat gun, and it still broke. Super brittle. I should have probably got two, but I was being a cheap ass and I just got one. I got some clips for the panels that are along the top of the fender under the hood. Just fresh clips. Not a big deal. They're super cheap. I dealt with this AutoNation Toyota. They're out of Austin, and they ship and everything. And it's good. It came in a big, heavy-duty box. And I saw on YouTube where a guy got one of these, and actually the one I took off of my car, they were like aluminum. But this one's actually a plastic, and I think that's an upgrade. Or they decided to do that before they discontinued the FJ altogether, for now anyway. So I do like the idea of the plastic. Way cool. Probably they did that so you can take it on and off if you need to replace your windshield. So I ended up, like I said, got a mirror, got all this. That was $145, a little pricey. I did all the, took all the moldings and A-pillars and everything off my front of my FJ so the guy can do the windshield work. And he charged me $3.25, including glass and everything. So that was pretty cool, and I saved my lower molding. So I'm gonna continue to put these parts on tomorrow, and I'm gonna do an overall little video of it all done and complete and ready for the trail. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I got her all painted and reassembled. I got this new top piece above the windshield. These are a little tough. They've got glue and clips. I wasted mine. The original was aluminum. This one's actually plastic replacement. I think I paid $245 for that. I did save this lower molding. And just a heads up, I got a new windshield, $325 installed because I removed everything. These come with the clips on the windshield, but it does not come with the molding. And it goes on there pretty easy. And what else? On these pillars, I pulled these A-pillars off. And you do break these clips. There's one 10mm in there. You will need a 3/8 socket on there, not a 1/4 inch, because the 3/8 is a little longer. It's got a real long nipple on it. Got to get up in there. All new belt moldings. And let's see, what else did I get on this thing? I did put that ladder on it. Totally useless, but it looks cool. This is all new moldings. And what I did do also is I actually picked up this used, it wasn't even used actually, $40. Came with the rim. It was off a Ford, 17-inch. And the guy just had it. It was on Craigslist, and I picked it up $40 brand new. Mounted it on my Toyota rim because that was a Ford rim, wouldn't fit even though it was six-bolt pattern. I will say also on the rubber here, I used this. I picked up this stuff here, this Ultimate Black, and it's made by McGuire's, and it did a hell of a job. I don't know how long it's going to last, but really nice. I wiped it down, give it a nice wet look, without the the full-on grease look. But it's a good semi-gloss, eggshell I'd call it, and it works great. Like I say, longevity, have no idea. You get a big old bottle so you can reapply it if you need to. But got it all done. And I did do this when the weather was probably about no more than 30 degrees. I used the Tech Base by Napa, and I used the Finish 1 clear. I used fast, overall clear with fast hardener, and it flowed out okay, not too bad. A little polishing. I did not even polish my hood and top cowl. I did polish the sides, but that is unpolished right there. So real happy with it. Use the that black polish type stuff on these two and on this. You don't want to get it on your glass or anything like that, but worked out really well. So it is complete, ready for the road.